Bangkok attracts millions of visitors every year and is like a second home to thousands of expats. There is so much to see and do in the city. Discover historic temples, taste amazing Thai food, see modern attractions, explore traditional markets, enjoy electric nightlife, and much, much more. Yet, beneath the city's allure lies a hidden side, a world of deceitful scam artists who target unsuspecting tourists. In this video, I will highlight some of the most common scams in Bangkok that you should be prepared for. Plus, I'll give you some tips on how to avoid getting scammed if you find yourself in an unfortunate situation. So, let's start with the most typical scams involving transportation. Transportation scams are prevalent in Bangkok, particularly involving taxis. At the airport, taxi drivers often offer rides at inflated prices, luring travelers into their traps. To avoid this, stick to official taxi queues or use ride-hailing apps like Grab or Bolt. Some taxi drivers do the fast meter scam, where their meter runs unusually fast to inflate the fare. If you notice this, end the ride immediately and find another taxi. Another common one is the broken meter scam, where drivers claim that the meter isn't working and suggest an unreasonably high fixed fare. Always insist on using the meter or switch to another vehicle. When using taxis or tuk-tuks, be aware of drivers taking the long scenic route to increase the fare. Always use a navigation app like Google Maps to monitor your journey. Another tactic involves drivers taking you to the wrong location, often a shop or market where they receive commissions. Additionally, some drivers may attempt a money scam, providing counterfeit or incorrect change. So remember to always double-check your money when receiving change. Another common issue happens when tourists don't agree on a fare up front. This can lead to a surprise fare at the end of the ride. To get a better idea for the correct pricing, use apps like Grab or Bolt, which provide more accurate fare estimates. Also, tuk-tuk drivers often lure tourists into tour guide scams by claiming popular tourist attractions are closed. They then offer alternative tours that include stops at overpriced suit shops, gem stores, restaurants, and other shops peddling fake goods. Be cautious and verify tour guide information independently before venturing out. If you really want a guided tour, then consider arranging it through your hotel. Longer trips in cars, buses, and minivans can also pose risks. For instance, in the car swap scam, drivers initially booked through ride apps may switch vehicles midway and demand additional payment. Avoid agreeing to a vehicle change and stick with your original ride. At bus stations, scammers may approach you claiming all buses are fully booked, only to direct you to expensive alternatives. Minivan scams are also common, where tourists are dropped off and told the return van is full, forcing you to book another costly option. Be careful if you're renting a motorbike in Bangkok. Motorbike rental scams are still somewhat common. Unsuspecting renters are sometimes accused of causing damages to the bike and are forced to pay hefty repair fees. To protect yourself, take several clear photos of the bike before using it, and never leave your passport as collateral. There are also some fake authority scams to be aware of. Scammers impersonating police officers may accuse you of minor infractions and demand an on-the-spot fine. Another variation is the zigzag scam, where tourists are falsely accused of shoplifting and are tricked into paying a fine. Always ask for official identification and try to remain calm in these intimidating situations. Good Samaritan scams are very frequent in Bangkok as well. These scams often start with seemingly kind gestures from strangers. For example, someone might hand you birdseed to feed pigeons and then demand payment. Similarly, free bracelets or fortune-telling services often come with unexpected charges. Other scams involve foreigners pretending to have lost their wallets and requesting money. Stay cautious and politely decline these types of people. Another scam typically involves someone of Middle Eastern descent as the culprit. For example, these scammers try befriending tourists. Then they ask to see what their home currency looks like out of curiosity, because they plan to travel there soon. When the tourist opens up their wallet to show the money, the thief snatches it out of their hand and runs away with it. Another scam involves giving change in a lesser value currency that looks similar to Thai baht. Also, watch out for people selling remedies for ailments like skin conditions, hair loss, or poor eyesight, since these products are often extremely overpriced and ineffective. It's easier to simply ignore and avoid these people who are always trying to sell you something on the street. Nightlife areas in Bangkok can be hotspots for scams. Pickpocketing can occur in crowded streets, and bag snatching is often carried out by thieves on motorbikes. If you're concerned about theft, wear a zipper pouch or wear pants with zipper pockets to protect your wallet. In some bar areas, tourists may find drinks added to their bills or encounter money scams where the establishment gives incorrect change or simply keeps your change without returning anything. To avoid these scams, keep track of what you're paying throughout the evening and politely ask the staff for the correct amount if you know you have been shortchanged. Additionally, fake alcohol is sometimes sold at bars, which can lead to wicked hangovers and health risks. So if you plan to have a long night out, try not to drink too much, and remember to stay hydrated with plenty of water. New phone scams are a growing concern in Bangkok. Some scammers call you claiming a parcel is awaiting delivery but requires payment. Others send messages containing malicious links that steal personal data and money. Always verify these claims independently. Avoid picking up unsolicited calls and don't click on suspicious links. There are also other online scams. This could include fake websites for bookings or purchases that trick tourists into paying for non-existent services. Hotel booking scams sometimes happen too, with misleading photos or false availability of rooms. Also, be cautious of social media scammers and emails from people impersonating family members requesting financial assistance. And finally, there are the ATM scams. Skimming devices at ATMs that steal your card information can be devastating. To minimize risk, use ATMs located inside the banks or around monitored areas. Remember to cover the keypad while entering your PIN, and regularly check your transaction history for unauthorized transactions. Even though many of these scams are still very common in Bangkok, they can easily be avoided as long as you're prepared and well aware of them. By staying informed and being vigilant, you can enjoy your time in Thailand without any worries. So, are there any other scams in Bangkok that you can think of that weren't mentioned in the video? Please leave a comment and join in on the discussion. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.